Our speaker right now is Dr. Rose Namori Sinclair, the Kiribati CLO. So this opportunity is she will shed some light on their perspectives on RSE, addressing key aspirations and challenges. You'll hear directly from Dr. Rose and gather those insights, ambitions, economic opportunities and expectations. So I'd like you to put your hands together for Dr. Rose Namori Sinclair.
Greetings to you all. So today I'm going to present on behalf of the Ministry of Employment and Human Resources. They are not able to come, but my colleague and I, we have offered to present their information to ensure that their voices are being delivered and the needs of the workers are also heard by employers and all the stakeholders across the room. So for new employers, you may be interested to hear more about the Kiribati country. I know that many of the employers already know where Kiribati is. And today I'll be trying to talk about the successes of and the success story of our Kiribati workers. But before that, I'll talk briefly about the process that we've gone through and what they do back in the island. So Kiribati is based in the Central Pacific and is made up of 32 atoll islands and one raised coral island, which is Ocean Island and also known as Banaba, with a total land area of just about 811 square kilometers. So you can imagine it's a very small island. But we have a very nice climate. It's quite tropical with a temperature of around 30 to 32 degrees Celsius. Our population is around 137,984 people, so it's quite big compared to the land size. So since 2007, the Kiribati government signed the MOU, and the following year we started sending our workers back to New Zealand. So the numbers started from 80. Sorry. Apologies. So we started off with 80 workers in 2008, and the numbers have grown to over 600 workers now, but we still need more numbers. We have engaged with over 20 RSE employers, and we need to engage with more. The RSE workers, they work mainly in the viticulture and horticulture sector. And we have only 3 RSE staff overseeing the RSE recruitment, so you can imagine that sometimes there may be some frustration with the recruitments, maybe there's some delay because of the staff scarcity of resources. So one of the strength of the recruitment from Kiribati is that all recruitment is government administered through the ministry, which means that it's quite simple because there's only one contact center that you deal with. We do not use private recruitment agencies, which means that workers do not pay any registration or administrative costs. So that's one thing. That's one good thing about recruiting from Kiribati. The cost, administrative cost, is covered by the government, which means that we need to recruit more before new policies have changed and they will start increasing the costs of admin. So our workers, they can work for up to 9 months in New Zealand, and there's equal opportunity given to all the people from the islands to ensure that they access employment opportunities through the RSE scheme. So in terms of selecting the workers, the final say or decision is within the hands of the employer. They are in charge of the in-country recruitment or virtual interview, but the Ministry of Employment and Human Resources facilitate from in-country to support the recruitment. So they compile CVs and profiles for the workers and send them to the employers to select who the best workers they want to recruit. So in terms of the tertiary education providers that we have in Kiribati who support the recruitment or supporting the workers coming to New Zealand are mainly the Kiribati Institute of Technology and the Marine Training Center. So we have a robust recruitment system and preparatory training program. The workers have to go through all the trainings that are offered by the KIT, as well as the MTC. Kiribati Institute of Technology conducts pre-departure training, and they can also tailor courses to suit the needs of the employers. So if there are things that the employers need to include in the training program, feel free to contact LSU to ensure that they incorporate those training needs in the program. So courses that are offered include carpenter, automotive, plumbing, hospitality, aged care. I know that not all of these are offered through the RSE scheme, but in the future, if there is a need for skilled workers in this area, then you know that Kiribati government offered trained people in these areas. Sorry, I'm not. In terms of the recruitment preparation, the end-to-end process is, it takes about 5 weeks. The medical checkup are also offered through the Marine Training Center, which means that the ministry can avoid the long delay by using the public hospitals. So they can go directly to MTC to do all the medical requirements. And with the pre-departure training, they also cover things that make sure that the workers understand what they need to do when they come to New Zealand. They are also taught things around finance, literacy, the human rights, and entrepreneurship, because the idea is to encourage them to save the money with a view to set up a business when they get back. So in terms of the communication channel, we still use the team leader among the RSE workers, the supervisors and the employer, and also the liaison officers. My colleague and I, we are the liaison officers that we also help with if there's anything that needs to be channeled through the workers, maybe in terms of language barriers. So Jayak and I are very willing to assist. We have a lot of success stories, but for the purpose of this meeting, we have selected 3 success stories to share with the employers, those who probably know some of these workers. The first one I want to share is the story of Siripi Tourist. He's the former worker in the first season in 2023 with Southern Cross Horticulture Limited. And his goal is was to achieve or set up a convenience shop. So this person was able to achieve that. So that's one success story that I have from the ministry. The second one is Tongai Manapa. She works for Wooden Heaven Gardens in Levin, and she has been working since 2019. She has also saved enough money and has set up a convenience shop. And I think this woman still works for the company. Another one is Waisaloma Siroko. He's the current worker, but he started since 2018. He works with the E&E Trading Limited. And he always wanted to build a boat as part of the fishing business. So he has finally achieved that goal. And yeah, involved in the fishing industry sort of business. Even though there are some successes, we still have some challenges back home, and this is because the islands are isolated, we are quite far, so there's also sort of increased travel costs, and sometimes it can delay some the recruitment process. We also experience some challenges with some employers. They recruit directly from the workers. They have a direct recruitment rather than recruiting from the work-ready pool. So sometimes it can create some issues because when the workers go through the work-ready pool, they go through a proper training, and they also go through a proper selection to ensure that we send the right people to New Zealand. Christmas Island is part of Kiribati, which is quite far from the capital, and there's always a need to have another branch there so that it will save costs by sending the workers from Christmas Island rather than flying them to Tarawa and then Tarawa to New Zealand. So other than that, I'm done. So if there's any question,